Why do carbohydrates trigger food cravings? Now, it's very simple. When you're eating carbohydrates, especially processed, refined carbohydrates, you're going to get a huge boost in your blood sugar. And when your blood sugar is boosted, all of a sudden, your body starts craving more carbs and more sugars because you have this big rush and insulin is secreted, and then those insulin levels decrease, your blood sugar goes down and they plummet and you feel tired, and your body's like a drug because it's addicted to that sugar, that carbohydrate, so it ends up wanting more. So that's why it's highly advisable to like pretty much eliminate as much as possible any type of refined or processed carbohydrates or even sugars. A no sugar diet is going to lead to much better health, much less cravings long term. And carbohydrates come like on a different scale. There is like a thing called the glycemic scale, and the higher on the scale, the closer it is to sugar, and the lower on the scale, the lower it's absorbed. So pretty much like table sugar is very high on the glycemic scale, whereas let's say sweet potato is low on the glycemic scale. Now this glycemic scale pretty much dictates how much your blood sugar rises. So that's when you have good healthy whole grain carbohydrates or oatmeal or something that's absorbed slowly, you don't have a high spike in your blood sugar. It's a lower spike and it's more controlled. Whereas if you literally just take a spoonful of sugar, you'll have a very high spike, you'll crave more carbs, and it'll be a higher likelihood that that sugar, that carbohydrate, gets stored as fat, because your carbs are energy sources. Now if you're eating a very high glycemic carb, it's going to lead that really high spike, and instead of use for energy, it'll be used as fat storage. Whereas a low glycemic carbohydrate gets absorbed slowly and it slowly goes into your bloodstream, thus having less of a chance to be used for fat. So we all know what to do. Avoid high glycemic carbohydrates, processed, refined carbs, white sugar, anything white, bread, even potatoes, flour, anything that you see that looks completely fake. Because cookies, ice cream, candy bars, high glycemic carbohydrates. You have a candy bar at 3 o'clock, most likely you're going to go home and binge at night because you have that sugar rush, goes down, feel like crap, and then all of a sudden your body has to make up for that void. So very simple. That is why a lower carbohydrate diet or even a lower glycemic, better carb, healthier carb diet is going to help you long term towards fat loss and better health. So avoid high glycemic carbs as much as possible. If you want to know what the glycemic load of any carbohydrate is, just Google glycemic index and it'll tell you from a scale of 0 to 100 how bad a carbohydrate is for your blood sugar and for your fat storage. I'm AJ, until next time.